Hi guys.
Hey up, how you doing, guys?
How are you, Kev?
A bit frumpy.
I think me too.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe because air or something happened around us.
It's well, there's your mom.
Yeah, I have something.
We got lots of things to do. There's like a
Yeah.
long list of things that we need to do, like
Yes.
renew our driver's licenses. Her mom's not well, which Dan can explain in a minute.
Yep.
The rain, when the
Yeah.
rain comes, it breaks everything, and
Everything
always
has-
something to fix. And then Mr. Monk's here, so you can't relax or go anywhere. We'll show you him in a minute. So kind of feel frumpy, but you know, you just have to keep smiling and keep going, right?
So what about me? What disturbs me is about like I think it's a lot of things that I get used to, and it's changed. Like my driving license will expire on next month. So right now I cannot just normal like grab my or document and go to the office. No, I have to have a what you call e-learning.
E-learning, yeah.
Yeah.
Go online and take a test.
Yes, for 1 hour, sit there, listen, and actually the test is simple, easy, three before and after, right? And actually, it's good. The e-learning, the lesson talk is good, and after that I have to go online, download application, queue up this that, and it's a long way,
Long process.
have to say long process and long time for waiting.
Yeah, you gotta wait till July.
Yes, July.
And it's April now. Gotta wait till July because there's so many people.
Yeah, and about you, I checked for Kev also about he have to renew also, so he renew on November this year. So I try to do on application, cannot. For all you guys who is a foreigner in Thailand right now, the way you want to renew your driving license, you grab or first thing, contact your office where you stay, and then confirm about the document. So the normal I check for Kev already, I call today. So for Kev, passport, passport certificate,
A residence certificate.
yeah, and health certificate,
And house. Yeah, it's all easy stuff. It just takes time.
and your old card.
All license.
Yeah, so it's 4 things, and walk to the office. That for foreigner, right? But for me, long story, but
Normally for a foreigner it's very complicated, but this time it's easy. I think what they think is foreigners have a higher standard of driving or something, or they just don't want to mess with them. I don't know, but you know, part of my job when I was teaching was in the early days anyway, is I used to teach people to drive all kinds of different vehicles. So, you know, my driving education is pretty high. You know, I did advanced driving, I did driving with the police, skid pans, all kinds of different things. So, but I like driving. And one of the things I like about here is they actually have a chair you sit in and a computer or something, and they put the light on and they measure your reaction time to hit the brake, which is, I love it. Because, you know...
I think you have to taste that.
Yeah, well,
also,
that's fine. But, you know, it's basically to see if you can react fast enough to emergency situation. So, you know, I love all that stuff. But
and they will test about your eyes, about the color also.
Color perception. Yeah. Anyway, so basically we're both feeling a bit frumpish. Yeah. And because we've got all these things to sort out. And then you want to talk about your mom or leave it alone?
Update a bit, okay? So what happened yesterday morning when I come down from my bedroom to downstairs.
Kitchen.
Yeah, my dad there and say, hey, tomorrow please take your mom to the hospital. She have a blood again, something like that.
Okay, so just so you don't, for those who don't know, she's got tumorous type.
Yeah, bladder.
Hang on. tumorous type cysts or tumors, whatever they are, on the inside of the bladder. So she's been in about 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah.
And the doctor goes in with a
Whatever.
little tiny scope. Anyway, he goes in via the urethra and does all he has to do. So she's sore for a day. Last time, because of COVID, they didn't want her to stay, so she was only in like 48 hours, 2 days,
2 nights.
2 nights.
Yeah.
So, but she recovered well. But this morning, or yesterday morning, she went for a pee and there's blood, so that means they're back again. So got to go to the hospital tomorrow. So that's a bit more frumpy.
Yeah.
So
it's like it's not easy for.
Yeah.
I think you understand the situation now about the pandemic, about what mom have, about the develop of that disease. I can call that disease like the tumor cell. It's developed faster than the doctor and me.
thought that was going to happen. Yeah. And so let's keep it on a positive note.
Yeah.
Leave
okay.
it there.
Yeah, leave
but
it
a lot
there.
of people want to see Mr. Monk.
Okay, so last night I call him and normal he talkative. He want to expand everything long, and I driving and I use the speaker. So in the end I say too much. I have to say sorry. I driving. See you tomorrow. I know that not nice, but to this morning he came.
Because he doesn't get on with his family, and he lives alone.
He lives alone. Yeah.
So he has nobody to talk to. So when he comes here, he'll talk to Jan. He'll talk her ears off. But I mean, the thing is, he comes here and works, right? He stops, he walks around, he expects everything. He's like, floating around, but he gets the job done. But for the price, you say to him, "How much do you want?" And he goes, "Up to you." So I always pay him. There's a standard rate that people talk about. That's $300 per day. Some days, if he works really hard. And a long day, I'll give him more. But I don't want to give him less than that. Other people will, and I think that's unfair.
And you buy the
lunch,
and he's doing something like that.
Buy him a coffee, iced coffee, and his lunch, because that way we know he's got something to eat and he's got his money. So, and he pedals off home. Oh,
I have a story about him. Can I talk a bit about him? I think beginning of April. He admit in the hospital. Yeah, he was. Remember he have heart problem. And, and he told me this morning when I met him, right? He said he cannot breathe and it's like a painful inside his chest. So he asked the scooter man because he don't have much money. Right, so he said he go to borrow money from somebody in Maharashtra, and then ask the scooter man to take him to Bangpahat hospital.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and he stay there for 1 day and 1 night. So I say,
you just keep an eye on him.
What the doctor treat you? Put the something to it or do something? He say no. He just give me medicine whatever about to let his butt lighter, thin,
blood thinner.
Yeah, and keep eye on and inject the pain medicine. Yeah, something like that.
He has nitroglycerin tablets in his pocket.
Yeah.
So I said when I learned about that, I said to Jan, well, tell him where they are. Where does he keep them in his pocket? Like, because it's not something you use every day. So does he keep them in a little case in his pocket? So while he's working in the garden, if we find him, laying on the ground, we know what to do. So, but he's a nice guy, chatterbox, because he's lonely, which is understandable.
Yeah.
That's not you can't hold that against the guy. But I'm going to go around the back and show you what he's done, and then I'll come back to Jan. Okay?
Go with Kev and come back to see me. Please.
So what I got? There's Mr. Monk. He's been cleaning the riverbank because it had a lot of rain, and he started over there by the big tree and worked down there. You see the tree here in the middle, the little one? That has some really like tall grass stuck up in the air, and he chopped it all down, all the way down here. So from over there, all the way along down here, all the way over there. So he'll finish soon, but you can tell the rainy season's back. I wanted to show you something about these ants, the weaver ants. Crazy. They were in that plant I just showing you, and they would walk across the top of this green to get back to their nest. Trouble is, you walk on the ground and you stand still for 2 minutes. They're so aggressive. They won't just walk past you. If you're there, they have to sting you. So I had to get rid of them. So that part's gone now. But behind me here is a mango tree. You can see all the little white packages. There's mangoes in them, and the idea is to keep the squirrels off them. But you're fighting against the squirrels and ants. Look at these weaver ant nests. Crazy. You can see the mangoes there. There's 2 here, 1 there, 1 over there, 1 over there. See it? 2 or 3 higher up. But because of the sweet, it attracts the ants. Look at this. Now I thought I've seen weaver ants nest big before, but look at this guy. Normally, you see that little package on top? That's about an average size weaver ant's nest. But you can see him running across the top of there, see it? But so the top piece is average size. But look at this, how big this one is. So you think, okay, that's only 1, no problem. Oh, I think it's in focus. There's 2 there. See the dead leaves? Inside those 2 things, there's 1. There's 1 over here. There's 1 over there. And look how big they are. So you think, well, how did I get up there? They're going up and down the main trunk. Let me show you this. So this is my garden hose to water the back garden, which Jan normally does the back. But look at the ants coming up and down. Can you see them? All going to their nest. They're just everywhere. I put that white powder on them, and it does the job, but it just gets washed away every time it rains. So I need to put some more on today. You can't spray the tree with an aerosol because it'll kill the tree bark. But if you put the powder on, it doesn't affect the tree. But it keeps them back. So I'll be doing that in a minute. Okay, so that's our update. Those ants are crazy. They're really aggressive.
The mango big already.
Yeah, there's a lot of mango on there.
Yeah.
There's some we couldn't even reach to put the package on, huh?
I put the bag on to hiding from the squirrel. Yeah.
But there's like 3 or 4 ready to pick, I think, because if you can't leave them any longer, the squirrels will get them. I think. So that's our update, guys. So tomorrow, Jan has to take her mom to the hospital. So I'll be all by myself.
The lady who want to contact him tomorrow, he free. Look at his face.
Jana always talks the
Just
same
for
garbage.
fun, I kidding you.
I kicked something on my leg and now it's bleeding. Of course, the flies want to come to it. Yeah, Jan always says something like that, which is crazy. I find the thought of entertaining anybody, period, is boring because there's too much mind games and I don't have the energy for it. So when Jan's not here, I wake up when I want to, I eat the food I want to, but a lot of times she'll cook my food for me, so a couple of meals in the fridge and stuff like that. But this time, because it's short notice, I said just leave it alone. I can cook something or go find something. So
I honestly with you, this time I cannot plan. I can plan. I can think what will going on. I can guess.
But it's hard because it's kind of an emergency, isn't it?
Yes, and because the COVID also, I cannot like a guess, and I think my guess is not right.
So don't be frumpy on video.
Just a little bit.
So the other thing is, people probably say, what's happening with the waterfall? Well, the waterfall hasn't moved. It's still over there. It's just that it's wet and a little bit muddy. So today's the first day it looks like it might not rain. So I'm thinking a couple of days, the ground will get a little bit firmer and I can get back to it. I've got some cement and it's safe. so it should be okay. The only thing left to do now is build the wall and then get the cement for the bottom of the pond in, and then I can start waterproofing it and painting it, and then still got to connect the electrics to the box, but that's all. The rest is all done, and about 15 minutes of plumbing, and that's about it. So in the cave, but that's really all about it. So everybody else is good. Sugar's getting older, and she doesn't like to be out in the daytime. She just stays in her bed all day, too hot, and then runs in the workshop if it's thunder. So that's our update, what we've been up to. Anything else?
Oh, the electric bill.
Oh yeah.
Another thing I want to compete. So it's about like yesterday I look on social media, right? I saw one of my friends post like oh God, it's a happy April, something like that, and the picture is her electric bill is almost 5,000 baht, and in her home have 2 kids and her husband, so 2 adults and 2
children.
Yeah. So they say, oh my God. And then I read the comment. I'm a person love to read the comment if something.
Loves gossip.
Okay, so she say normal her bill is not over 2,000, but she live in Chiang Mai, in the city also. So I don't know FT or whatever is. I have no idea. So in the evening I look in the mailbox here, the electric bill, so you are up just 1,000 baht. So that's not excite.
Normally my electric bills in the winter, it can go down to 1,500, 1,700. In the summer, like now, it goes up to around 2,000, maximum at 2,200. But 1 month a year, that for some reason, the electric bill is astronomical, and this year it's 2,900.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jan comes in the day, but has her elder parents to take care of. So I'm here alone at night. But and the AC runs all the time, and I only pay 2,000. But this month it's almost 3,000, which is like $100, about 80 pounds. So nothing to grumble about. But
I still not see in
your house.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be high?
I hope it's not touch 5,000. 3 AC.
Oh, 3.
3 AC, 2 fridge, 2 big fridge, and like a
computers and stuff.
Yeah, wash machine. The TV run all day, something like that.
For here, I have 2 ACs, but I usually only ever run 1. But the one for the main house, the main room that I live in, is on its last leg. So I think on payday I'm gonna buy a new one because I'm tired of messing with it. It's only like 6.5 years old, but it runs 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, so
double. I think it's like
It's the motor, the fan motor is gone. It's leaking the Freon. I think because of the you know, the coils get rusty and they're starting to leak Freon. So. Or whatever they put in it. So I want to buy a new one and get that put in soon, but wait till Jan sorts her mom out and then we can go find one.
If I cannot be here with our channel, right, I will do a small video clip and send to you, something like that, so you will not forget.
Yeah, so don't forget who Jan is. Okay guys, so Mr. and Mrs. Grumpy will sign off and say, sometimes we get grumpy. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. All the very best. See you later, guys.
See you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Your hand. Bye-bye.